All right, so Kevin Durant was saying how he didn't want Steve Nash as the coach because he didn't feel like Steve Nash was the right coach to push them. He put a lot of blame on Steve Nash. I don't understand why he wants to call Steve Nash out now. I know he just could have just, I guess he didn't say too much, but to me, if you're the leader of the team, you need to set that example. You think Kobe was going to sit around and wait for someone to, do drills? I mean, Kobe would run the practice on his own. You think Jordan would allow that? LeBron, like, this is what separates a talented player from a great player. Kevin Durant is probably one of the top 10 most talented players to ever step on the NBA court. He's definitely one of the top 10 players. Some might put him as a top 5. Like, the guy is amazing, what he can do on the court. But he has to be able to lead a team. I know he said he's not a leader, and then he gets mad when people say he's not a leader. I don't understand what's that about. But Kevin Durant calling out Steve Nash, saying that his work ethic wasn't like his. But Kevin Durant really needed to set that stage as that superstar player. Kevin Durant is a superstar. He is one of the top 15, definitely one of the top 20 players that ever play basketball, period, leader or not. I know he got mad at Charles Barkley because he said he was a bus driver, but comments like that saying that, he didn't really come there to lead and Steve Nash didn't do what he wants to do. He didn't. Come on, KD. You are better than this. You are, even right now, you're still a top 5 player in the league. Like, you're unstoppable. And I know at one part your defense was like last in the NBA because you wasn't feeling Steve Nash. I understand when a player is not feeling their coach, it's going to be hard for them to perform, period. If you play sports, anybody plays sports, if you're not feeling your coach, even if you are the best player on the team, it's going to be hard to give that effort every day. But once you have a coach to motivate you, to, jive with you, to do the things that you guys are on the same page, you're going to perform way better. That's one of the reasons Michael Jordan didn't want to play for the Bulls no more, because they were not bringing back Phil Jackson. I know he never won without Phil Jackson. He could have easily won without Phil Jackson. I don't think anybody would say they brought back that same team without Phil Jackson. They could have won another title. So it wasn't really about Michael Jordan needed Phil Jackson, but that comfortability with Phil Jackson, that person right there that you could talk to when you're leading your team was very important. And Phil Jackson is very important. And having a coach is very important. I know when LeBron James went to Miami, he didn't really feel Spo as much. He actually wanted Spoelstra out. But even now, he speaks glowingly of Spo because he's a great coach. And, it takes time. Durant had a lot of time. He's the one who actually wanted Steve Nash. I'm not sure how much Kyrie wanted him, but Kevin Durant definitely wanted Steve Nash. You had that relationship with Steve Nash at Golden State. I don't know what was going on that they couldn't really get on the same page. Steve Nash was put in a terrible situation, but hey, it is what it is. But for me, I think Kevin Durant has to be more of that leader for them to win. I know he played with Golden State. Things were did differently in Golden State, and he got used to that. And as you hear him talk, you understand why he went to Golden State. He doesn't really want to be the one to take charge of things. He wants to just fit in a system. I know when he went to Golden State, he kind of unbalanced the league. It wasn't even a question of who was going to win the NBA title. It was definitely Golden State. It wasn't even close. The Cavs was the second best team in the league, and it wasn't really, close. You couldn't really double team anybody. Teams double team Steph because he doesn't miss, but you couldn't really double team Steph. You can't double team KD. KD loved to play free. He loves to be free in the offense. And in OKC, he got doubled a lot. In Brooklyn, you saw what happened with the Celtics. It was hard for him to score because he had to deal with more than one defender. He wants things easy. And when Charles Barkley said you was a bus driver, you just validated that you were actually a bus driver, and that's what you want. You was not a bus driver, and that's, you're just riding the bus, and that's what you just stated you want to do. You wanted to ride the bus. You didn't want to put in the effort to be the best guy on the court. I heard him say a statement about how if Michael Jordan was playing today, it wouldn't be any question he would be the best player in the league. Like, I'm positive LeBron or Kobe would never say that because they want that challenge. They wouldn't just say someone's better than me and they're going to just destroy me on the floor. Kevin Durant, you're one of the top 20 players that ever played the game. Man up. Even though, you admire Jordan, all these guys admire Jordan, but come on. Come on. You just can't say that someone's going to be that much better than you. And you never even, had a chance to even get on the court. You could say that, he'll probably be one of the best, but don't just give it up. But that's how Kevin Durant is. It just seems like that's his demeanor. Like, he doesn't really want to take on the challenge of anything. He just wants to be one of the guys in the offense. But then again, he gets mad when you say he's just one of the guys on the team. So, I don't know. He's a walking contradiction. It just doesn't make any sense to me.